My family calls her the Pottero. Mom says she looks like a cougar. Grandma says she's a mountain lion. My uncle always said she was a wolf, but we knew he was a liar. He'd never seen her up close like they had. No one really knows for sure. Whatever she is, she's got this anatomical abnormality. How do I put this?
I really enjoyed
Pottero
watching this
has no
film. I
asshole
felt like I was
or
sitting down
finish
listening to someone tell a
finish.
story. The animation was very clean. It made it easy to watch and easy to follow, and it was almost this feeling of ease with this story, but it still held like a lot of emotion. The animation, I don't know if this is a specific thing, but it almost reminded me of like an old trail guide or like nature book. I thought that was really cool. And then I feel like the details being kind of jarring, they break through that cleanliness. And I could go through this short film and pick out so much symbolism in it, but even at face value, I think it really hits hard because it's a good story and it's really well
I
told.
enjoyed this one. I like just sitting back and being told this folk tale, and the sort of side-scrolling nature of it. I thought it just worked really well. Kind of felt like being taken through a animated storybook, which I think was really a great choice for this piece. It's narrated well. There's a lot of interesting visuals to kind of keep you engaged. All of it just really comes together, makes an interesting piece worth checking out.
Kind of like being read a bedtime story. It was very folky. Um, I don't know if this is based off of a real creature or story of a creature. I never heard of Pottero before, but I really liked it, and I think that it had a great message of, you know, facing your fears. And oftentimes, when you do, they're not really as scary as you thought that they were, or that you made them out to be in your head. Um, so I thought that was really nice, and how she kind of made friends with it, but eventually had to let it go. I really liked the animation style. It was very intricate. It, yeah, it's different, and I liked it a lot. I liked the black and white, just kind of sketchiness of it, and how it really just. I liked how it was moving, but it was also sometimes just pictures and then transitioning into other ones. I thought that it was really well done across the board. This was such a great story. I also really liked the narrator's voice. I found it very calming. Great job.
Loved the animation for this. I thought it was so well done. From a storytelling perspective, I absolutely loved how as the story was being told, at least in the very beginning, the page just kind of seemed to move as the story moved. So it really felt like it was just one continuous movement all the way across, which also followed this kind of very linear story, which I loved that that's how it was, that visually it was tracking the same way that the story was tracking. And I loved the like 2D, the drawing style, everything. I thought it was so well done. I was fascinated by the story itself, but just in general, I really enjoyed like basically every aspect of this.
This has a very cool storyboard. I love the animation technique in the monochromatic style. It is very engaging. It is as well very deep and interesting. They handle this very complex topic in a beautiful way, and it's just an excellent combination of music score, details, the background story. It's just outstanding. I truly enjoyed this
I
one.
really like this. This is really cool. It's very interesting. I've never seen an animation like this before, ever. This is, really, really very unique. Now, style, like the look of it, it reminds me in some ways of Shel Silverstein, with the black and white drawings, and then some of the stuff he did for adults was a little darker, and it just kind of skews towards that maybe a bit. I love how she's talking about dealing with problems, dealing with as she says, is holding on to a lot of shit. This is a person processing, some issues in their life, and they're doing it with a very interesting metaphor here with this mythical creature, the Pottero. I love the storyteller's voice, and you hear it in the telling, and you see it in the telling as well. This is all very unique, and there's a unifying voice to it. I love the score. It's very cool, like with that Appalachian sound, like with the dulcimers and whatnot. This is a very unique piece, and I really enjoyed it. I loved the whole thing was side scrolling, because it's kind of a telling of a life. So the whole thing scrolls sideways, like a journey, like we're walking through it with you. So it's very unique and very nuanced and very interesting. So I hope this gets out there and seen, because it's very cool, and excellent work to the filmmakers. You did a great job.
It's a really poignant piece. Talk about an opening, and that you circle back to at the end, but that opening where the uncle, kills himself, and it's this this idea of this dark depression and cycle of poverty following the narrator throughout her life, and thinking she's escaping it, and something from her past and her home bringing it back, and having to fight with it and battle with it for the rest of her life. I think it's really touching, and it can, this idea of the Pottero can branch out to so many different things. And that's what a story like this, what makes a story like this so special, is that it can be applicable to so many things, so many different struggles in people's lives. And it's just super well done. I love the style of the animation. This hand-drawn notebook idea of it all, making it even more personal. It was just overall very well done. Stylistically, thematically, it all fit together just very, very well. You should be so proud. This was incredibly done.